Plot scale. Plot scale, we're always going to draw things in our model space full size. So if the machine part is 2 millimeters long, we're going to draw it 2 millimeters long. If the building is 80 feet long, we draw it 80 feet long. We always draw things in the model space true size. However, in order to get those things to plot on a sheet of paper, we may have to increase or decrease the size. So we are going to set our plot scale accordingly. Typically when we're using layouts, we want to use a scale of 1:1. And that's going to say that everything we draw on our layout is going to be equaling the virtual piece of paper. So everything that's on there, the border, the title block, the notes that are all on there are going to equal, the revision block are all going to equal 1:1, true size values. So we're actually going to print it at 1:1. We're going to allow that model space viewport to adjust the size of our objects through that hole. So we're going to actually just plot at 1:1. Now when we're in model space and not using layouts, yeah, we can come in here and click and choose all these 1/4 inch equals a foot, etc. But the true way of plotting is with a layout tab in paper space, and we're using nothing but 1:1. Occasionally you can use scale to fit. That's when you're in a hurry and you just want to check plot something fast, you just want to look on paper, you're not worried about the scale, you're not going to give it to a client or anything like that. You could just do fit to paper and just force it to fit on that sheet of paper just so you can quickly look at it on a piece of paper. But generally speaking, we can always go 1:1. Also down here, scale line weights. We will check this box if we want to increase or decrease the size of our line weights. So if our object is getting shrunk down, we don't want the line weights to stay the same line weights. We want it proportionally shrunk down. Or if we're blowing it up, we want to blow up those line weights. So if we're shrinking down one, it's kind of a good idea to check this, and then that automatically adjusts those line weights for us as we're scaling them up and down. So typically 99% of the time we're going to be in scale 1:1, and sometimes we might, if we're scaling large, very large objects, very small objects, we want to set our scale line weights.